Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey there, everybody. This is Jackie Bros.
Folks, people, it's a double D.
What?
The double D.
Double D?
Dirty Dunlap.
Oh.
I could have come up with something better. Folks, thanks for listening to this podcast. Don't let my new nickname throw you off the scent. You found it, you bloodhound. You sniffed out a great podcast all about the news and local sponsors in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and the terrible news and Jackie and his thoughts on it and all that.
Well, we're supposed to talk about it? I mean, that's what we do, I know. But, I mean, we was arguing earlier, and, we argue all the time, but most stuff it don't matter. But we've been discussing the situation that the country is currently in due to the criminal we have as president.
So let me see if I can encapsulate your view.
Yeah.
Robert Mueller
Yep.
ingeniously crafted the perfect plan.
What?
We may not see it now, but just wait. He's ensnared Barr, Bill Barr. Which one's his name?
William Bill Barr.
William Bill Barr.
No, it's just... Yep.
William Bill Barr, Donald Bill Trump, and all the other criminals and children of his adult children.
Oh, yeah.
Not the little one.
No, that little... Yeah.
He might come riding in on a white stallion someday.
I hope so. I hope it turns out okay.
Save us all.
God help him, yeah.
He may be the savior this country's looking for. But what you're saying, Jackie, if I've got this right, is that Robert Mueller is a genius who has ensnared and we're just waiting for it to pay off.
No, I didn't say that. I just said my take on it is, yes, when it come out, there wasn't nothing in there. I was like, the hell with this. I turned the TV off. I didn't watch it for 2 or 3 days.
He sit out in his yard.
Well, I'd rather sit outside and watch the cars go by and the squirrels than any of what they were going to say on there. Because they just going to get on there and say, well, he was right all along.
I knew it.
Yeah, I knew it. Well, this is a great day for the president. On and on and on. Why the hell am I going to sit through any of that?
Your friend Wolf Blitzer said, oh, what a great day for Trump.
Yeah.
Didn't he say that?
Something close to it, if it's not that.
How long have you been friends with Wolf Blitzer?
I ain't friends with him. Acquaintances is what I would say. Acquaintances. I mean, we'd give an email back and forth every now and then, and, cards on Christmas, that sort of thing, but I wouldn't say he's a close friend.
I used to think that Wolf Blitzer was, when I'd see those Christmas cards, I'd say, oh, that's that guy that got kicked out of the Third Baptist Church for sneaking in frog legs and tinfoil every Sunday, staking it up.
He looked like him.
He looked just like him. What's that guy's name?
What was
I can't
his
remember.
name?
It's something like Bertie Plaid.
Bertie Plaid. I thought Dylan Plaid, but either one.
That's his son.
Okay.
But I tell you what, them some frog leg eating motherfuckers.
That's all they. What? Don't say it like that. Just say that like that.
Can you imagine? Imagine being such a frog leg eating motherfucker that you can't set him down long enough to go praise the Lord.
I don't know when he found time to eat. He's always out there frog gigging. He was getting them all the time. So
he lived for 2 things: frog gigging and eating frog legs in church.
Yep, pretty much. That's what it was. But he didn't have glasses like Wolf Blitzer. That's the only difference.
No, I don't see how he could see to gig all them frogs.
Well, he
come up to me once and said, "You ever try eat some of his frog legs?" I said, "I don't like them that much." He said, "Well, you ain't eating them in church then, because that's when they're good."
Yeah.
talk like that. He didn't talk like Wolf Blitzer. Wolf Blitzer's like, well, the president was vindicated today on
They
his...
look alike. They look like if Wolf
I pledge allegiance to President Donald J. I don't know for sure that Wolf Blitzer even talked about this.
You take your glasses off of Wolf Blitzer, muss his hair up just a little bit, not a whole lot, but a little bit.
Keep talking. You're turning me on.
And then some tinfoil, frog legs rolled up in tinfoil. There he is.
Listen, if we ever want to do the Prince and the Pauper, only with Wolf Blitzer and a frog leg eating motherfucker.
Hey, just don't say it that way.
And probably we could get Lindsay Lohan for this project.
Who?
So, I guess in your world, everything's perfect. Donald Trump is finally in jail.
No, none of that happened. No, that's the point I'm trying to make. By today, or I kind of felt it about 2 days ago, really, but today, definitely, I just don't think the needle move one way or the other. People are like, okay, whatever, and they say, well, there's 300 damn pages long. Oh, that's weird. They only had 4 pages. I think most people who would, the people who like Trump still like him. They ain't going to change. They just got something new to chant now at the rallies. That's it. He's at one tonight, and they'll be chanting whatever it is. I don't know. Can people pronounce exonerated? Can you chant that over and over again? Exonerated. I don't think you can. I don't think that's the term that's going to work for them. But something, they're going to be chanting it out, and so be it. But as far as that's concerned, it's the same. It ain't the people that don't like a president. They still don't like him, no matter what the Mueller thing did or didn't do. And most people, I think, got common sense to see that, this Bill Barr, he got the job for a reason, and he's doing his job. That's pretty much what it is. But we gonna sit back. You're gonna see that Mueller report at some point. We're all gonna see it. They're gonna try to hold it off as long as they can, but it's coming out, and it ain't gonna look good. May not be enough to convict or whatever that stuff, but we know what half of it's gonna say because we saw it right before our own damn eyes.
Yeah. As the worst that the Mueller report can be is everything we already know.
Yeah.
So we were setting ourselves up for a little disappointment.
Yeah, pretty much. If they weren't going to impeach him for what we saw him do over and over again, just everything he did concerning, I didn't say Russians. Oh, I did say him that one time. We talked about adoption. No, we didn't talk about it. Go on down the list.
It was a Washington Post story about why Mueller didn't interview him in person, and I think it's some version of this that he is so dumb he's fucking a genius.
Hey.
He's not fucking a genius.
I was
going to say he's fucking Melania, but Lord knows, we have no idea.
I don't know. I think Mueller did what the best he could do, but how would he be prepared to deal with someone this stupid? And hell, what do you do? I don't know if he knew what to do.
I don't like giving him this much power. It's one of the things that bothers me about what happened this weekend, which in my view is that nothing matters.
Well, and nothing's changed is what I'm saying.
But
you're right about
let him write, him and Benny Barr wrote also, if I hear one more podcast that says, we set such a high bar, no pun intended. It's a low bar for the, no pun intended. Every podcast talking about the Mueller report said.
Barr, yeah. I know.
Listen, Jackie, here's all I'm saying. We let them write the end. The story of the Mueller report ended this weekend, and they wrote an ending. We let Bob Barr sneak it past them, even though it said clearly in the initial reports, they're like, well, it says he's not completely exonerated.
It says it in there, yeah. The 4 pages that you got.
Your Christmas card buddy, Frog Legs, was saying, well, he's all of them. I'm just imagining all of them are Wolf Blitzer at this point. And people on the left were feeling bad, and some of them, can we get back to health care and to the unions?
How much did we hear? Well, we should all be grateful that the president did not
What a
collude.
Great day for
this
the
is
rule
good for
of
our
law.
country. No, it ain't. He's still damn president. And we know damn well he did something with him. I don't know what.
Somebody got to tell me what all that stuff happened. What were they lying about? I don't want to say that. Everybody said that. Like, well, what were they lying about then?
But they were lying. Now, there is one argument for that they're all damn liars, that they don't know how to do anything but lie. That's the president right there.
That's true. The president,
and the rest of them could have surrounded himself people just the same way.
Liars and people that fight.
Yeah.
Like, they gave him, we want to say, well, Barr snuck the ending by everybody. Most of America, if they care at all, it's like, well, I guess that's over. I guess he didn't do it. That's most of America.
No, yes, right then and there, but I think after 2 days, wait. It was, how many pages above?
Like, no, they're never going to hear how many pages it was. Where are they going to hear that?
They're going to raise
on the
whole
Big
hell
Bang
over
Theory?
It. What is it? Wolf Blitzer be talking about it, everybody else will be talking about it. It ain't, they're already talking
Wolf
about it.
Blitzer when he gets to the part about how many pages it is. They hear Wolf Blitzer in a 3-minute clip on Facebook, which is all they watch, when their uncle says, well, he's innocent. And said, well, I guess Uncle Barry said he's innocent.
Well,
that's all they're going to hear. That's what bothers me. Now, some of this may get to them later, but we let them carry this, and it's only been, 4 or 5 days?
Yeah.
But we let them. Now, today, people are starting to fight back. This story will keep going, you're right, but they closed this chapter for the majority of Americans who are going to think that Donald Trump was innocent. Now, maybe later, maybe much later, they'll be like, oh, Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia were brother and sister. But right now, they're thinking they're going to get it on.
Man, I just don't think that's going to last too long.
I still think about it sometimes
man.
when I can't think of nothing else to get me going.
I just don't think the needle move one way or the other. Yeah, nobody wanted to turn on Fox News and watch them gloat and like it just make your stomach turn all that. But then I'm like, that's what they do anyway. They do that every damn night. Now they just got a piece of paper to wave around while they do it. I don't think anything's changed.
Wait, are we supposed to be in trouble because we said the president committed treason? Is Sarah Sanders going to get a rope and come after us? Is that what's happening?
I think they're rearing up. Well, tonight at his damn rally, they changed it from lock her up to lock them up, which I guess means all of CNN and everybody else.
I mean, that wouldn't be that bad.
No, you get some new blood in there, maybe keep it going, don't shut it down, but maybe, you know. If
they're going to get a rope and hang us, let me at least say one more time that the president is a traitor. Let me get in one more. Since nothing matters and he won already and Bob Barr is a jail. Where did Bob Barr come from? What kind of man in the middle of everybody getting fired? He's supposed to be an old school conservative.
He come out of Bush, didn't he? Yeah.
All those Bushies are supposed to be the people running from the Trump administration.
They can't stand them, yeah.
What made him want to get in so bad that he wrote a 19-page book report on how cool the presidency is and how the president can't ever go to jail for nothing because he's got double immunity or whatever lawyers say. What's he get out of it? There's no money in it.
He just wants to be back in a position of power. He gets to make those decisions, I suppose.
But he knew Trump was there, right?
Yeah, and covered for him and wanted to keep him there for whatever reason. Look, this is the Republican Party now. This is what it is. They could have gotten rid of him a long time ago if they didn't want him. They could have. They could have said, let's get this idiot out of there, get Pence in charge and all that. I mean, they had plenty of stuff that we know of that you could have had, impeachment over. We all know that. Any other president would have been impeached 4 or 5 times over. This is what they want. This is what they are. End of story.
All them treasoners.
Well, it's what it is. That's the reason I ain't in the Republican Party no more. I don't have nothing to do with this. I don't know why anybody does. And let's be honest, that the politicians are bad. Yes, but there's a large percentage, far too large, as far as I'm concerned, of American public that decided this is what the Republican Party is. I'm one of the few that said, hell no. I got plenty of friends like, oh no, hell, this is what it is. People who I didn't think were particularly ugly are ugly now. They talk ugly, act ugly because of this. Because this is what I guess they always wanted to, and now they can't. But this is what the Republican Party is, and if it needed to be saved, if it's going to be the end of the Republican Party, Barr, no matter whether he come from the old version, he want to get in the new version and do what he can to save, America as far as he's concerned.
Beer's sad.
Huh?
My beer's sad, too.
Yeah, I was about to say that's usually like
Nothing
loud
matters.
click and guzzle right after.
What's the point? Donald Trump, here's another realization I had. What a lucky Gladstone gander motherfucker.
Hey,
Just blundering
Get your mouth.
through. He has had a string of luck. Now, we thought he was unlucky. I thought that Trump was a joke. Even when he wound up on TV, which turned out to be the best thing that ever could have happened to him, I thought, well, that's kind of sad. What a sad show with Donald Trump on it. I thought, well, he's over. His bankruptcy didn't matter. All that was just leading up to this. What a string of luck. And ever since he's been in there, you think, well, now all his crimes are public. He's going to go to jail. He's going to get kicked out of the presidency. I don't know. He might win the lottery. He could get the Powerball numbers tomorrow.
I think he's just being so damn dumb that he just kind of skate through it all. Granted, he got a lot of people helping him out. He got the entire Republican Senate and Congress and Barr and all of them are really helping him skate here. Let's make sure that everybody understands that. It just ain't like he just going through the meadows skipping along. They're clearing the way for him.
At first, now they are. But at first, when he rode the escalator down.
Yeah, nobody thought that would ever. Yeah, they all got on board with it. They just watched it happen, and they said, you know what?
They tried to stop him. They couldn't stop him.
They couldn't stop him.
The Democrats couldn't stop him.
Nope, nobody.
Hillary Clinton couldn't stop him.
Nope.
Nobody so far has been able to stop him. Robert Mueller and the entire investigative force of the Federal Bureau of Investigativeness has not been able to stop him. So far, nobody has been able to stop him. He rode that lucky escalator down. Actually, maybe being racist instead of being lucky. Maybe he's just racist enough.
Well, that's part of it. Yeah, I don't like to think that racists are lucky, but I guess in his case, that's what it is.
And then people were like, that's crazy. The Republicans tried to stop him, and all he had was just some old-fashioned luck and racism and Russia helping him out. And then the Republicans got on board, and ever since then, it's just lucky gravy, lucky Trump gravy, just a big, lumpy bowl of lucky Trump gravy.
Well, he said nobody can stop him. Only people that can stop him is American people, and I don't know if they're going to even try to do it. We'll see. If
I start hearing more people say 300 pages, I'll come back, Jackie, and I will kiss your ring like I wanted to kiss the Pope's ring.
I'm telling you, it's going to happen. The people that don't like him still don't like him. They know something ain't right. They're going to complain about it. They're going to subpoena this, that, all. Barr's going to be up there in front of all of them. Mueller at some point is going to be up there in front of all of them. They're going to get a hold of it. Now, will it make a damn difference?
No.
That I ain't saying. What I'm saying is the needle ain't moved. It's the same group of people like him, same group of people don't like him. Who cares what Wolf Blitzer says? Are there people in the middle that were influenced by Wolf Blitzer? Probably. God help them. But, so be it. I think in the long run, they'll be influenced by Wolf Blitzer again when he's the one saying 300 pages and he's saying it said this and saying that and they're showing stuff. So I just don't think, I think everything's just still kind of where it is. Was it bad for a few days? Well, yeah. Hell yeah. I had to have a few beers. I had to turn TV off. But then,
sit out in the yard.
Watch the squirrel.
He yanked the TV out in the yard, put that out there. Then he wanted to sit out in the yard, so he sat out there. And every once in a while, he's so drunk, he'd look over and he'd see the TV sitting there, and he'd get mad and cuss the TV. Both of them were sitting out in the yard like idiots.
I wasn't idiots. Anybody to stay inside and keep watching TV after all this is an idiot.
I drove by, tried to hit the TV with a BB gun, but I never could hit it.
Nope.
I got your window, though. Sorry.
Well, you want to replace that panel, too, the little pane. You're going to get the pane in it.
You want me to go down to Home Depot.
Yep. I don't
out
want
a
you to
window
do it.
pane.
No, I want you to pay for it. I ain't gonna
Figure
have you.
out what
no,
that
none of
means.
that. No, that's what I'm saying. You ain't gonna do none of that. You gonna pay for it. That's all I meant. But you ain't got no money, so I don't even know why I asked.
I'm sort of the Trump of this podcast.
Yeah.
Lucky, getting away with murder. I mean, not literal.
Well, I guess you Trump, and I guess I'm the damn country. Having to put up with it.
That's the meanest thing you ever said.
Well,
I don't watch a lot of news after the terrible news, so I don't know exactly. Maybe people are scrambling. Maybe the people are coming to their senses. Maybe something's happened. I'm just waiting on Michael Avenatti. He should be showing up pretty soon to save the day, so
yeah.
can't wait for that. I hope that's soon.
We need him now more than ever.
It would have been a good time for him to jump on a box. What did he do? That's Beto O'Rourke. Jumps up on things.
He gets on the table. He's already tall. He don't need to get up on nothing. You can see him coming from, Don't get it. You want to tear something up. Big, tall, he'll tear it up. Stay off of stuff.
I like Beto O'Rourke. He's directionless. Weird mouth thing. I don't have a problem with him. He seems like somebody I'd rip off selling drugs to. Which I'll be honest, I feel like I have. But it would be funny to see him fall off one of them things. I'd not hurt himself.
No,
it would be funny to see him take it. No, I don't want him to get hurt.
That's what I'm saying.
I just trying to get up on a table and flip it over and whoa.
I'd laugh, yeah. I mean, but yeah, long nobody gets hurt.
That's the best thing he could do right now is fall off a fucking table and that go all over the place, and then you'd have to do the table falling tour where he'd go on Ellen and she'd bring a table out to scare him.
I don't think there's anything the Democrats can do, particularly to hurt themselves at this point.
How you like Mayor Pete?
I like him all right. He seemed like he got some sense in him. He served a country, served Afghanistan, didn't he?
What's Joe Biden gonna do when he gets in?
Hell, I don't know.
Make people upset?
Yeah, pretty much. They're going to come after him because he's from my old school and all the stuff that he did that turned out we thought was good at the time, or some people did. I wasn't me. And turned out that none of it was. Laws and the police, all that mess, or whatever. Anita Hill, on and on and on. That's all he's going to hear the whole time he gets into this. I don't know if he's decided whether he wants to or not.
Are we really going to fight Trump with Biden or Bernie? You remember the movie 16 Candles, Jackie? Not the rapey, racist parts, but the part where the grandparents all show up? Or am I thinking of Christmas Vacation? Anyway, any movie where you've got two sets of grandparents, that's what Biden and Bernie are like. It's just like both granddads showed up. Like Mark is graduating, and here comes both granddads.
Yeah.
Starring Robert De Niro and Alan Arkin. That'd be good.
God help us if it comes down to Biden and Bernie like it did Hillary and Bernie. God help us. I don't know. It may be worth dealing with this president long. I don't know. That ain't going to be good for nobody and nothing.
Which debate would you rather watch? Biden versus Trump or Bernie versus Trump?
Neither one. I hope there ain't one damn debate with Trump. I just do with that. He already said he ain't going to go on no channel but Fox, and the Democrats said they ain't going to go on. There's no point in it. Why even debate him? I don't want to see it. I hope there's no debates. We'll watch the Democrats get out there and run each other down. I'll watch that. I guess I'm going to have to. That's coming up sooner than later. It'll be here before you know it. But any of them get up there, I don't want to see anybody debate Trump. So I guess Biden and Bernie, but that'd be pretty bad. I hope to God that's not what we'll wind up with. How old are they both? They're both what? And I'm up there in age, so I don't mean to be no ageism thing on it. But they're both old as hell. You got young people. We got Mayor Pete running. How old Beto? He, you know.
Yeah, Joe Biden, who I believe is something like 75, 76, 70 inappropriate touching. You've got Bernie Sanders, who is 100 and socialist. And then you've got Donald J. Trump, who is a lucky, smart, genius president who immediately after his victory, I'll call it a victory. It wasn't a victory. We let them make it a victory, and that's what makes me mad. We let them make it a victory. You know what you should have done a podcast for now, Jackie? That would have turned things around. People would have really listened to this. Listened to us and said, no, yeah, you're right. Let's go get him.
Right.
But instead, we waited till tonight to do a podcast, and that's why we should have had one out Sunday night correcting the record, saying, y'all are crazy.
Didn't nobody want to talk about any of this on Sunday night. I barely want to talk about it today.
So Donald Trump, instead of taking his victory, quotation marks, because I know we haven't seen the thing, but it's or at least taking his victory and then just immediately calling for the imprisonment of his enemies and the barring of several Democrats from the airwaves. We could have let him have that. But then right after that, this lucky genius, said they're going to get rid of Obamacare just completely. And that sounds stupid. And that's how they won. Right. Everybody says, the Democrats won the House with the health care. Trump going after health care is the dumbest thing. None of the Republicans, except for Mulvaney, want to go after health care.
We all told him not to. People in his cabinet said, no, we don't need to do this.
I guess it's just won him the 2020 election. I guess for some reason people are anti-health care now. And everybody in the country is lining up to early vote for Trump in March of 2019 because they hate health care. All I can figure, Jackie, is he's going to continue to win and win. And infuriate, and we'll see him like, he ate it on that one. And then 2 weeks later, it'll be like, how did his polls go up? He kicked that dog in the balls. He had a contest for bring me the dog with the saggiest balls. And then he reared back and kicked it.
Hell.
And his poll numbers, he's at 50% now. How? It does seem stupid that he's going after her.
Well, he could have gloated, like you said. He could have kept on going for the longest time. He's the one that changed the damn story. He gave him something to talk about. Now, granted, I still think the Democrats need to be talking like, what's his name? Schiffy. Today, he went down the list, and that's what we need to be doing. We need to be complaining about health care, too. Don't get me wrong. You need to be doing that. But you need to be... They met with the Russians. He had a deal to build a... We don't need to stop saying that regardless what the 4 pages, whatever the Barr thing says.
You can go after them on health care, and you can try to get to the bottom of whatever the fuck happened with Russia.
You do
and
both.
Every stupid crime and every damn fraud, and every time he said his hotel had 70 more floors, and like you can go after him on all this stuff. You know what? There's a bunch of Democrats. Like you have AOC just talk about the Green New Deal or whatever you want her to talk about. Get somebody else say you're on Russia duty.
Yeah. I guess Schiffy, that's what he's on.
Schiffy be on Russia duty. Let this person over here be on damn whatever, hotel fraud. You be on the damn inauguration committee. You be on why his dumb son-in-law's got a security clearance. Well, be like the Avengers of going after Trump for everything terrible he did. That's kind of what you're supposed to fucking be anyway.
Well, yeah.
I don't really know what y'all are doing, except for AOC, who's really good on social media and with the important things. And Schiffy did pretty good today. And Nancy Pelosi,
she has a few good moments.
She has some good moments.
Yeah.
They all should have been lining up Sunday afternoon saying this motherfucker colluded with Russia.
Watch it.
We're having Mueller in here on Monday.
He'll be there. It ain't going to happen overnight.
We're going to get that report. We're going... What was that movie with Sean? Was it Sean Connery and Mrs. Michael Douglas? That's diminishing. What's the word I'm looking for? What's that movie where she's like going in between the lights, the laser lights?
I don't know.
To get the thing.
James Bond?
Yeah, with James Bond.
Old James Bond.
Old one.
Yeah, I don't know.
You remember?
I remember him.
That was like the first time people went through laser lights like that. Remember like in the 90s, late 90s, it's like, oh, people got laser lights now. If you touch the laser lights when you're trying to steal a treasure, the whole alarm's going to go off.
Yeah.
And then that movie come out. It's like, that's how you do it. That's how you get around them laser lights. Now I don't even know if they still got laser lights.
I wouldn't know.
Probably there's better ways to do it. Probably Facebook on your phone just listening to you. If they can tell you're breaking into a museum where the laser lights used to be, just Mark Zuckerberg calls the cops.
Yeah.
What was I talking about?
I don't know. You brought up
they
James
should have
Bond
broken
movie.
in and gone through the laser lights and wherever. Where's this report? Bob Barr's office? What kind of security can that have? It's all like sweaters.
They're going to get it. I'm telling you, just,
What? What time is it now?
They should go get it now. I'm with you on that. But
What
I mean,
are we waiting for?
They're going to subpoena and it's going to go. I mean, it's going to be like it was going on before the damn Mueller report, or the 4 pages come out. It's going to be the same way after. It's just going to be a mess constantly.
But why don't we rewrite this book to where we get him now? I don't. As it was before, so shall it ever. Let's just stop it. Get him. Get him. Y'all got the whole house. The Mueller report come out. It obviously says some bad shit that they had a great cover-up of just hiding it and saying, it's not as bad as you think.
It's bad, but it ain't. It's not bad. It ain't bad enough.
Let's just go get it, and we'll tell you how bad it is, Billy Barr.
Well, that's happening, but it ain't going to be like you saying. They ain't going to do no laser lights. They're going to have to do it through, like, all the other stuff is done.
I agree. This country is fucked up. It was racist before Trump. It was, healthcare is terrible. People are poor, and the rich have exploited us forever. Donald Trump is rich, and he's exploiting us right now. I want to talk about the exploiting. I do. I really do. But Donald Trump needs to be, we don't just stop doing important things because of exploiting. Like, you got to get the main exploiter. You have to still take a shower. If you stop taking a shower and just talk about the exploiting, then you've got strings all over the wall leading to the Mueller report. Like conspiracy, Mel Gibson.
What?
I shouldn't have brought him up. At least I didn't say conspiracy Michael Jackson.
Why did you
derailed things?
Enough.
But he was never in a conspiracy movie. The only movie he was in was Captain EO. George Lucas is complicit.
What? Everybody, this is Jackie Bro, still on here.
Folks, people, it's Dunlap.
This is the part where we do local sponsors. Helps us keep the computer running and plugged in, and electricity, all I have it works. The buttons you push goes to keep us running and keep us doing this podcasting that we do on here. We also have, if you want to help out a little more, besides enjoying these wonderful local sponsors and the products that they serve to the community, you can go over to our Patreon page and become a pageant. For $5 and more, you get a whole extra new podcast just exclusively for our pageants people. So we thank you kindly if you go on over there if you like what you listen to. And if you like listen to us holler at Trump, then you might want to hear us holler about movies that we love on Redneck Matinee. Last one we put up, what did we talk about? What it was White Line Fever, wasn't it?
White Line Fever.
Yeah, go over and listen to that. Jan Michael Vincent, God rest his soul. Yeah. Well, I tell you, I got a good sponsor this week. I'm proud to have it. It's one hell of a product to get. Some people like, when hummingbird season come in, you put your little hummingbird feeder out there, you know what I'm talking about, and people love to watch them just do this. Well, this is it ain't for hummingbirds. It's when bat season comes around, it's bat sugar. Tell you what now, you put some of this bat sugar wherever you want to put it, and those bats are going to come flying and eating it like crazy. They love it. Never seen anything a bat love more than bat sugar. Great product for your bats, if you have any personal bats, or if you just want to feed the bats that are on your property, you want to get a hold of some bat sugar. They love it. Nothing better than bat sugar to a bat. So get you some bat sugar for the bats in your barn or, backyard or wherever you cage, if you got them in the house, however you got them.
Why would you want bats?
What?
Who wants that?
Some people like bats. What do you mean? Who wants that?
So do you lure them so you can kill them?
No. This
like
ain't
to
for that.
rid your barn of bats?
No, this ain't poison or nothing. This is something for the bats to enjoy. Batman likes bats. Every time you see Batman, he got all sorts of bats flying around him. He got to feed them somehow. They're pets or whatever, ain't they?
Are you under the impression that we have a large vampire audience?
What? I ain't talking about vampires. I talk about just bats. Bats in the belfry, whatever it is. You're just bats.
Somebody come up to you and give you $20 and said, "Hey, do this thing on bats."
Bat sugar is something that bats love.
And
bat
you weren't
sugar.
like, "Get the hell out of here, you crazy bat-loving SOB."
Some people feed the hummingbirds, and they love the birds to fly around. Some people like to feed the bats.
Like Hot Topic people?
I don't know who, bat people, whoever they are. I don't know any personally, but I'm sure there's some people out there that like bats. And if you like bats, you want bats to be happy, and nothing makes it happier than bat sugar.
Ozzy Osbourne bit the head off a bat.
Well, I ain't talking about that.
Is that true?
Huh?
Or was it a dove?
I don't know what it was.
Or was it a gerbil?
What?
Had a gerbil up his ass.
Shut your mouth.
He did one of them.
No, I don't care what he did. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about...
He's funny.
Bat sugar. You be funny on your own time.
Funniest rock and roll singer?
What?
Ozzy Osbourne?
I don't know.
It's not John Lennon. I can tell you that right now.
I don't know any of them people. What is that, a beetle?
Why do bats eat sugar? The last thing you want is a bunch of bats shooting around the dusk skyline hopped up on sugar.
That's just the name of it. It ain't sugar. It ain't real sugar. It's just the name of, just to imply. People love sugar, got a sweet tooth. Bats love bat sugar, but it's not sugar.
What is it?
Just like crushed up bugs, mushed up. They love it, though.
What kind of container does it come in?
I'd just come in like a little jar,
A jar of crushed up bugs. Who is selling you this? The future psychopaths of America?
No.
In the backyard?
Bat sugar. It's for people. It's for bats. People have pet bats, I guess. Some people do.
Who mushes these bugs up?
I don't know. It ain't my job. It's a sponsor. Why are you asking so many questions? Why don't you just want to feed the bats like everybody else? Why do you got to...
Oh, yeah, Bob Barr over here. Do a summary of some crazy-ass bat shit.
No, it's bat sugar. Don't say it that way. And it's mushed up bugs, which bats love to eat.
Do you leave them in the jar? Wait a minute.
No,
somebody went to the trouble of mushing up a jar full of bugs, and then I got to mush it up more?
No, you misunderstood it. Bats love to eat bugs already. It's like when you buy this, it's like you've mushed it up for them already. But you ain't doing it. The bat sugar does it for you. You just buy it, and then, you spread it around. You get a knife and just wipe it, spread it on,
on some
in the attic or whatever, wherever you wanted them to get it from.
Why would you want bats in the attic? Even if you love bats, you don't want bats in your attic.
Well,
And why are you spreading it with a knife on what? A cracker?
No, on the
damn Ritz?
Just they don't eat the cracker. They just eat the bugs.
Count Andy Griffith?
You wipe it on the side of the wall or something, they're going to come over and eat it.
That's not a way you serve food to anybody, even an animal.
It's a bat.
Is that... It's an animal, ain't it? Or is it a bug itself?
No, I guess it's an animal, but where's the bug at? They just eat the regular bug off the wall, don't they? Why can't they eat the mushed up bugs off the wall? It's the same difference. It's just this one's got more bugs in it, and it's more of it, and I like it better.
Does it attract other things that eat bugs, like snakes?
I don't know.
Frogs?
It's for bats. That's all I know. It's bat sugar.
Are these mushed up bugs especially types that bats like to eat? Are they?
Yes, it's bugs. It's mushed up bugs, and nothing a bat likes better than that. And they eat it like candy. That's why they call it bat sugar. Bat sugar. That's what it is. That's my sponsor. You don't like it, to hell with you. What's your damn sponsor?
Bat sugar.
No, it ain't. That's my sponsor.
That'd be funny, though, wouldn't it? That'd be a good twist.
No, it wouldn't.
Listen, my sponsor, Jackie, and I think you're really going to like it, especially because your sponsor is crazy as hell. Like for a crazy person.
It's not for
a crazy person likes
people
bats.
like bats. Some people like bats. You know that.
And a crazy person mushes up bugs, and then a crazy old man gets on a radio show and sells them.
Oh, hell, this ain't no radio show. It's a computer show or something.
It's the same.
Well, whatever it is, this is a product that some people like. People like bats. Some people do. Just because you don't like it don't mean it ain't out there. Or people don't want to give bats something to eat that they love.
Let me ask you a question here, Lost Boys. Do you like bats? You want a bunch of bats swarming your yard?
No, not me personally, no.
You want them in your attic?
No, I don't want...
Licking a smear of bug carcass off your wall?
Just because I don't want it don't mean that I'm going to go into someone else's house and tell them they can't do it. If that's how you want to live, you want filthy bats all over you in your house, flying out, using the bathroom, everything else in there. If that's what you want, then so be it. Might as well have some mushed up bugs. It ain't going to make it any worse.
All right. Now I see your point.
Yeah.
Jackie.
What?
I've got a sponsor this week that I think you're really going to like.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Are you hungry?
Huh?
You hungry for some whey?
Whey?
Would you like a whey mound?
A whey mound? What?
How about just a big wet mound of crumbly, moist whey paste? A whey mound.
What?
Does that sound good to you?
No.
What about a dried out honeycomb?
What do you mean, dried
with
out?
Some flax seeds in it.
That sounds about as good as mushed up bugs to me.
Hey, when's the last time you had a really good crispy corn cob injected with B12?
What?
Rolled around in some whey mound.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Is that your sponsor, Whey Mound?
When's the last time you eat something the way nature intended, with no flavor, no taste, and no guilt?
Huh.
Eat things the way hippies eat them.
Oh, hell.
At Willie Wildflower's Hippie Fixins.
No.
America's premier Murfreesboro-based hippie restaurant.
I ain't going to eat none of that.
You don't want to go over to Willie Wildflowers
No.
right now and get you a good big plate of dandelion stems?
What is it?
Dandelion stems?
I ain't a damn goat. No, I ain't going to eat that.
How about grass tips?
Nope.
You telling me if I come in here with a big bowl...
I ain't a horse. I ain't going to eat grass. No, I'm not.
A horse. Jackie, I'm talking about a big bowl of grass tips and oat milk. Why would a horse eat that?
No.
Does this horse have $12? Because that's how much it costs.
Well, I ain't going to pay for it. If a horse wants it, he need to learn how to earn $12 because I ain't got it. I ain't paying for it. No.
Speaking of horses, Willie Wildflower's Hippie Fixins is the kind of place that doesn't have a parking lot, because if you drive your car up to it, Willie Wildflower himself is liable to come out in his big clown shoes.
Wow.
And his one gallus overalls. And his flowery shirt. He's sort of a cross between a clown and a hippie. And a pixie. They just have plans for him yet. They don't have the money to get a costume for Willie Wildflower. There is no real Willie Wildflower. He's like a Ron McDonald type.
Well, I ain't driving my car anywhere near any of that. He ain't got to worry about me.
Because he'll come out and he'll be like, you need to get that gas guzzler off the road. Come in here and eat some of these hippie fixins at Willie Wildflowers. But when they come up with that great shaming mascot, oh boy, Murfreesboro's really going to eat him up.
What?
And so, do you want to go over there right now? And get
No, I don't want to go. I don't have anything to do with it.
It's on your way home. It's right next to Heavy Jeff's.
I go by Heavy Jeff's, get a burger. Now, that sounds good.
Yeah, Heavy Jeff's Burgers. That's who owns Willie Wildflower's hippie fixins.
What?
I got tired of people going in there and saying, give me a Heavy Jeff. And they give it to you. God damn, I can't believe I hate myself for eating this.
I can't. I have to have. That's the only hamburger I got to split with somebody. And when we go to Heavy Jeff, now you can eat 1.5. I don't know how you do it, but I Heavy Jeff burger. I split it with you when we would go over.
And then I get another whole one.
I know.
I feel
I don't
terrible.
know how you did it. Yeah, you be sick as hell.
Tomorrow I'm going to eat a fucking salad, Jeff.
Watch your mouth. But I said the same thing. Like, you going to hurt? Don't do it.
Well, Heavy Jeff was finally like, well, y'all think you so high and mighty eating your salad. Jeff about 400 pounds.
He big fella, yeah.
Jeff,
make big burgers, big man.
Big man make a big burger. That's what it says on the sign.
Yeah.
And Heavy Jeff says, you motherfuckers think you cuss like I say.
Hey,
you motherfuckers think you're so high and mighty.
He don't talk that way to me.
I'll open up. I'll take this damn burnt out shed next door and make it a damn hippie restaurant. You go in there, eat your salad. So now he's got it both ways. You go in there and get your grass tips and oat milk. And like, what the fuck? This is shit.
Hey, watch your mouth.
You go, well, good thing Heavy Jeff's is right next door. And you go over there and get you some damn mustard fries and grease sauce.
Heavy Jeff, he's a real person, though. He ain't like Ronald McDonald Clown. He's a real man. I don't know what the hippie you talking about. That sounds made up.
He said, I'll get a damn hippie Ronald McDonald for the damn kids. And I'll eat some of this shit and say, Daddy, take me Heavy Jeff's. And God willing, my heart don't give out. I'll be here to laugh in their face and take their money 2 times.
What? Well, they don't need all the hippie food if you're going to eat. Trust me, if you're going to eat half a heavy Jeff's, which is usually what most people need to order. Trust me, you can't order just a half a Heavy Jeff. That's the right. If you're going there for the first time, trust me, do that. If you want to keep going, buy you another half a Heavy Jeff. But you just want to get a half off, man. But why would you want any hippie food with that? That's because that's too much food for you already.
No, because you start out with the hippie food and you ain't full, and then you go over there and get a Heavy Jeff's.
Why would I? No, I just go to Heavy Jeff's and get me a half Heavy Jeff.
You would, but there's people who care about their bodies until they're taught that it's no use. Oh. And that's what's happening over there.
Well, if they want to waste the time and waste some money that way for something they don't want, ain't going to like.
Heavy Jeff's knows the day's coming where he's not going to be ambulatory, and he's going to need someone to dress up like Heavy Jeff and be the Heavy Jeff that he can no longer. He says it's going to either be he's finally going to lose all that weight he's been talking about.
He ain't going to lose. He's been talking about that for the past 15 damn years.
He said that oat milk ain't that bad. Or he's going to be in a hospital, and there ain't going to be no Heavy Jeff. So as soon as they get Willie Wildflower costume of the clown hippie, like Godspell.
What?
Then they got to make a Heavy Jeff costume for the sad day when Heavy Jeff is either skinny or no longer with us.
Yeah.
Listen, it's important to love your body, folks. Whether you eat half a Heavy Jeff or a whole and a half Heavy Jeff, or whether you eat grass tips and oat milk. What's important is you look in the mirror and you say, fuck everybody else.
Watch your mouth.
Shake your damn wiener or vagina.
Shut your mouth.
Shake it at him.
No, you don't shake nothing. If you're hungry, go get you half a Heavy Jeff's. That's more than enough food. You probably eat half of that and have a half for later. A half a Heavy Jeff for later on that night.
Half a Heavy Jeff is almost as much as a whole Heavy Jeff, just so you know. And then when you go up, money-wise it is.
Well, that's true. Money-wise it is.
And
But
then when you order a half a Heavy Jeff from Heavy Jeff's, it's going to say you're getting a whole Heavy Jeff. Well, you on a diet? Make fun of you.
it's an extra $1 or something like that, but it ain't.
You can get a whole Heavy Jeff for almost as much as a half Heavy Jeff.
Almost, not quite.
But it's like, seriously, the oat milk grass tips is like $12, $13. And a whey mound.
I don't care how much it is. I ain't going to eat none of that, a whey mound. Keep it away from me. Half a Heavy Jeff is all. I ain't going to have any more room in me if I have a half a Heavy Jeff.
I got heartburn and diabetes foot just talking about it.
Yeah.
So that's Willie Wildflower's Hippie Fixins. Drive-through located right next to the Heavy Jeff's drive-through.
All right. Well, that's a sponsor for
They
this
kind
week.
of combine, like where you go into Heavy Jeff's and where you go out of Willie Wildflowers. It's the same lane, but like nobody drives through Willie Wildflowers. So
Why would nobody going to want that? Go to Heavy Jeff. Get your Heavy Jeff burger or half a Heavy Jeff burger is all anybody needs. That's the sponsor for this week. We appreciate y'all listening. Please come back and listen to us. We'll be back next week. And don't forget Redneck Matinee.
Is that it, though?
Huh? What do you mean that's it?
Wait, did you do your sponsor?
I did. I said bat sugar.
Oh, yeah. Did I do my sponsor?
You just said it was Heavy. It might as well have been Heavy Jeff because that's the only thing
I did
worth
talk
talking
a lot
about.
about Heavy Jeff.
Well, I mean that's
Wildflower.
good. I mean, if you hungry, go eat that. I wasn't gonna eat no whey, whatever it is, pound.
I guess we both did it. I don't know. It just seems like we forgot something.
What do you mean you forgot?
I don't know. It seems like I'm forgetting something. I don't know what it is.
Well, no, they always had two sponsors. You do a sponsor, I do a sponsor, and then that's it. You're done. And
something like on the tip of my tongue. I don't know what it is. Maybe something I was going to say about Bob Barr or something earlier. Sometimes I start going in one direction.
Bill Barr.
Sometimes I start going in one direction and I forget where.
What do you mean? What you forget what?
You know, I say like, and then I'll tell you one more thing, and then I think of three more things, and that's just not a good point.
Well, I know how that is, but there's something.
Did you do your sponsor, though?
Yes, I did my sponsor. It was Bat Sugar, but wait, was it? No, yeah, Bat Sugar. And yours was, wait, what was yours?
Mine was the damn Willie Wildflower.
Oh, wait, something don't seem right.
Something's off. I can't think of it. Did you turn off the gas?
What do you mean turn off the gas?
You got electric. Yeah.
What do you, I can't. Something ain't right, but I swear I can't remember. Remember. What? Oh, look at here. All these goats. Wait. This is Mr. Nunley's class, goat class. Yes, Mr. Nunley, I remember. But wait, all these goats are also filthy. Every one of you just... I could have sworn, no, this ain't the way it was. I had every one of you washed and dried. You were the cleanest and driest goats in any goat class. Wait a minute. Who are you? You're not Mr. Nunley. No. I'm a no Mr. Nunley, that's for sure. I'm a Scar Max Buffalo. And now the way you remember this is so bad. You're always going to remember everything so bad. Look at all these filthy goats. It's your fault, Jackie Bros. And now I'm gonna kick your ass.
To be continued.